You can get more help for the flap T, these vowel sounds, and all of the sounds of English in our Sounds of English course on speechmodification.com. It's going to walk you through every sound, how it's spelled, how to pronounce it, and give you lots of examples of accent error patterns and how to correct them. That's our Sounds of English course on speechmodification.com. So again, Italy, then letter I, again, is our unstressed schwa. That sounds like And finally, the letter Y at the ends of words is going to say the tense E sound. So watch out that you don't become lax at the end of this word, not Italy or Italy, but Italy, with first syllable stress. So the I syllable is long and the dili syllables are short, and the vowels are going to be potentially a little bit more reduced. Italy. So we have Russia, Italy. Finally, Germany, again, has first syllable stress, and it is just like the word germ. Letter G says the J sound. So I've rewritten that here for you with letter J, which is how we spell the J sound in some other words like jump or job. We do spell it with G in words like gentleman or Germany. The stress is on the first syllable, so our sound is going to be nice and tight, and that's our longest vowel. Germany. Letter A is going to say a schwa here, so it's not like the word man, even though it's spelled the same as man. It's going to sound like Germany. Finally, we have our tense E sound with letter Y again at the end, just like we did in Italy. Once you can say Russia, Italy, and Germany by themselves, do try practicing them in some short phrases just so they come easily and naturally to you in your everyday speech. Thanks so much for this request. If you have a request you'd like to see me cover in our Word of the Day series, feel free to leave that in the comments for this video or any of my videos. You can get more help for names of countries, cities, people, brands in our playlist for names. And of course, you can also join our Saturday live question and answer classes. That's each Saturday at 9 o'clock Seattle time, 12 o'clock Eastern time here in the US, where you type your questions in the chat and I answer them for you live. Thanks so much for your likes, comments, and shares. It really helps support the channel. And a special shout out to our subscribers and channel members. I really appreciate your support. Channel members, I look forward to seeing you in our weekly members only class. Remember that you can leave your comments and questions at any time, and I'll cover them for you each week in that special class just for channel members. If you'd like to become a member, you can click the join button and check that out, as well as our other perks that we offer to channel members. Thanks, everyone. Looking forward to seeing you again in tomorrow's Word of the Day and Saturday in our live class. I'm Christine Dunbar from SpeechModification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. SpeechModification.com. Bye, everyone. Hope to see you again soon.